Okay, here we are with Travis Burton, just hours after Hillary Clinton gave her talk. What did you think on day 2 of the convention?
Unbelievable. I was really happy to see the speech. I'm actually a Hillary Clinton delegate. So going in, there was, a bit of, not animosity, but a bit of disappointment that our candidate didn't win. However, it's like Hillary said, we weren't in this for her. We were in this for health care. We were in this for energy policies. We were in this for the economy. We were in this for the mother and child who are having problems getting the medicines that they need and paying the bills for their mortgages. So I'm really happy with what we saw today.
How difficult was it for you making the journey here to Denver, knowing that Hillary wasn't going to be taking the nomination?
Well,
primary.
When we got through the primary and she made the concession speech, I had actually made an oath to the people that voted me in to be a delegate for Minnesota that the most important thing was unity for the party. So however it happened, we were going to be together. Whether it was Hillary, whether it was Barack, we were going to do everything we could to make sure that we are Democrats. We kind of have a funny thing with the DFL. We're the Democratic Farmers Labor Party. Okay. So we're a little different in Minnesota. But we always talk about how we kick and we scream and we fight and we yell, but at the end of the day, we're all one Democratic Party.
So tomorrow night, when the official nomination, the roll call, are you going to be voting Hillary or? I
am actually going to be voting for Barack because Hillary released our delegates today. In fact, we're actually having lunch with her. All the Clinton delegation tomorrow, and we're gonna talk, and I'm sure she's gonna encourage us to vote with our hearts. And my delegation, the people, like I said, the people who voted for me, made it clear to me that the most important thing was not that Hillary become president, but that a Democrat become president.
Now, the polls are saying it, the word on the street, it's still a fractured party in those that voted for Hillary Clinton. The recent USA Today Gallup poll, wounds are still how is the Democratic Party going to do this in 8 weeks?
Ironically, I was actually just talking from a person to a person from California who is adamant that she really has to think about this. She says she is very disappointed.
Squirming in her seat during the Denver convention.
Oh yeah, she was holding up only the Hillary sign during the unity. She was pretty adamant that she's probably going to not vote for the presidency. She'll vote for all the
She's not going to vote
Senate.
for McCain, but she'll abstain.
She'll abstain from the president. She says she's going to work as hard as she can to get Democrats in the U.S. Senate and the U.S. Congress, as well as state and local representatives. But at this point, she says she's probably going to make a protest vote and abstain. Now, we talk to her a lot, and we're not going to force anybody to make any vote. This isn't a fascist dictatorship or anything like that. So she's going to think about it, is what she said. She says,
Does that concern you? As a Democrat that wants to win in November?
As close as the national polls say it is, it concerns me a little bit. But when you take a state-by-state look at the polls and you look at the Electoral College, we're up by a pretty large margin at this exact moment. Once Joe
You're thinking
Biden
you can forego those third of Hillary delegates that don't want to win?
No, we're going to do everything we can to win them. This has got to be a unified party for us to win, especially when it's the women of our party, women in this country historically vote Democratic. Right. And when we lose those votes, that says something.
Now, in the battle ahead, the one thing that's been really lacking from the first 2 days of the convention are real solid attacks on John McCain, on setting up the issues. That's been a big criticism I've been hearing on the floor.
Yeah,
what are your thoughts?
Actually, I've been hearing that criticism in the media too. Personally, I think part of the change that we're looking for is to not have the attacks. We have policies that beat the other party. That's all there is to it. If we can't win on policies and we can't win because we have an inspirational candidate.
But the argument was policies in prime time. Most people might not even know what the definition of No Child Left Behind is. You got to paint the picture. I'm just being devil's advocate.
No. I love the fact that you're being devil's advocate, but there's got to be a change in this country. For too many years now, I'd say for the past 12 years, our country has gone from being like, I hate to say it, Reagan and Tip O'Neill, where they actually got together and talked at the table. We are slinging mud from podiums. We are not talking anymore, and that's got to change. And it's not going to change by us throwing mud at the Republican Party. They can throw all the mud at us that they want to. We'll defend ourselves, but we're not going to go the low road, as far as I know. Everybody I've talked to and everybody that I really know doesn't want to see that. You know, we want to win this the right way.
So tomorrow night when Bill Clinton takes the stage, you don't want him to be sort of a powerful attack dog for Barack Obama?
I'll tell you one thing about my ex-president Bill. Oh boy, he's probably going to say some things that are going to make us all stand up and shout. I don't know what it's going to be, but
shout or scream. I think everyone's a little worried.
Well, personally, I'm not. Anytime Bill hits a podium, I'm a happy camper, even if it is something that creates negative press. I love the man, and that'll never stop. He might throw some mud, but I don't know if he will. You know, he's Bill. You know, and we'll see what he does. No matter what happens, it's going to be inspirational. That's all I know.
But your message is get unified. We're going to work on it and take November.
One party. We're all Democrats. We've been fighting. We are all Democrats. One party.
You've heard it from here from the convention floor. Thank you so much.